And now, the podcast you've been waiting for. Live from Barona Speedway, Fast Lane Productions presents Race Talk Live. Here's your host.
I'm in the pits with Charlie Carty. And Charlie, I saw you 2 weeks ago. We were out at the Del Mar Fair for a few days and watched your cars out there racing. Got to know your team, your crew a little bit. And so I want to tell the viewers a little bit. Tell us, what is Charlie Carty Racing exactly? Where did it come from?
So we're a very small race team out in Southern California. We're mainly hosting mini dwarfs out at Barona here. We have our two mini dwarf racers, Charlie Carty and Marshall Schoonover. We mainly do setup, driver coaching, all the good stuff. Whatever the client wants us to do, we offer it. Our race team kind of came from, it really started with Marshall and Ron Schoonover. We met them at the Battle Arena, hosted by JH Motorsports. And so we met them. They showed up with our buddy's old car that we used to race back when I did mini dwarfs. We went up to him, shook hands, said hi, blah, 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 and said, hey, if you need any help with the car, we're here. Come by the shop. We'll check it out, do whatever you want to do. And it just kind of shot off from there. Started dialing his old car, got him up there, and then we realized, hey, Marshall's progressing so fast now. I'm getting to the point to where I'm giving him so much information, the car's holding him back, because what I'm teaching him and telling him, he's just picking it right up, and whatever I tell him to do, he just goes right on the track, So
You were doing some racing before this kind of got started?
I was doing lots of racing myself, yeah. So it really started with my older sister Kaylee. She started out in the mini dwarf series, and from there she worked up to junior sprints. And by the time I was 4, I was showing up to the track when I was 3 and 4. I was like, Daddy, I want to race. I want to get my own car. I want to get out on the track. And so once my older sister moved up to the next class, there I go. I jump in the car. I was only 4 at the time, so I wasn't able to run at Barona. So we went out to the fairs, did a couple races, got in the car. And then, the second I was old enough, I went out and ran my first race and kicked it off from there.
How old were you when you got in your first race car?
When I got my first race car, I was 4.
All right. And that was what? What kind of car was that?
That was a mini dwarf. So that was actually Marshall Schoonover's first car. Was also my first car.
Now I see the picture coming together on it. And so you ran mini dwarfs for how many years?
I believe I ran it for 4 years. I started when I was 4 years old running at the fairs, and I eventually stopped when I believe I was 7.
And what did you do after that?
I moved up to the Trophy Kart series, Lucas Oil, out at Victorville and Glen Helen. Ran about 4 years in that, had some fun there. That was the next chapter there.
So you went and ran trophy carts, and at some point you ended up back here with dirt cars again. So explain to me that transition. Tell us how that came to be right there.
Well, so after the whole trophy cart thing, we always were like, it would be cool to go back to Barona, jump in a junior sprint, and just see what we could do with it, because we kind of left Barona early. We still weren't quite done with it, So we went off, did our own trophy cart thing. After trophy carts, I got the opportunity from Bob and Cotty to go out and run a late model, junior spec late model out at Irwindale before they closed down. I had fun there. Did about 2 years in that before Irwindale unfortunately closed down. And then we were like, well, kind of in the middle of the junior spec things. We got my older sister Kaylee's old junior sprint up running. And we're like, hey, let's bring it to the Del Mar Fair, have some fun with it, see if we can sell it, make a little more room in our garage for more cars, And we're like, no, we're having so much fun with it. Again, we always wanted to run a junior sprint. Why not go out and run it at Barona, have some fun? So from there, we were looking for a bunch, because we had a whole bunch of old motors sitting on our shelves, dust in them and everything. So we kept testing them, and they kept blowing up, and we were like, what's going on? So we're hunting for a new motor for that car, and we came across what's his name, Gary, and he had a car for sale, and we hit him up, hey, do you have a spare motor for our car? We want to be able to run it. And he was like, no, but I got a car for sale. Why don't we put Charlie's name on it, and we'll put him in the car, and we'll run it until we sell it.
And what kind of car was that?
That was a junior sprint.
Okay. And
Yeah.
you were running that here.
Yeah, I was running it here. And we're like, from there, we kind of took the car home. We were still borrowing it. We didn't buy it yet. And so we're borrowing it, having fun with it, setting it up, trying to see what we can do with it. And we're like, you know what? We already got this car so dialed in compared to the other car. Let's just get this car, sell the other car, and then now we got what we already set up and put our work into. So
how many years did you run that car here?
the junior sprint I ran for, I think, 2.5 years, because I started halfway through 2023 and I stopped at the end of 2025.
Did you age out of that class, or?
Yeah, I aged out. Yeah.
So how old are you now?
I'm 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you aged out of the junior sprints, and what was your next step after that?
So tracking back to the junior spec late models back in 2023, 2024 was when I ran those. And there was another division where like, well, we like the whole asphalt thing, Irwindale. We want to do more of it, you know? So that was where do we go from there to be able to buy our own car and be able to run it? And that was the iNext Legend car. So we got ourselves a Legend car. We went out, run it at road course with TJ Clark. And we kind of shot off from there. We got our own car, went out, ran Irwindale for a few years. And so, yeah, we kind of did the junior spec, the late model, the Legend, and the junior sprint all at once. It was kind of a lot, but it was a lot of fun, you know. So, yeah, from there, now I'm still currently running, now that I'm aged out of the junior sprint, I'm just running the Legend car and the Dwarf car.
That was going to be my next question. You have a dwarf car, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
And you're running the dwarf car on the dirt, obviously.
Yes, I do.
But you're running the Legend car somewhere on asphalt.
On asphalt, correct.
Where at?
We mainly run it at Orange Show as of now. There's a winter series out at Havasu, at Havasu 95 Speedway. One of my favorite tracks, reminds me of Irwindale a lot. So
you'll be out at Havasu this coming winter.
I will be, yes.
Yeah, we'll see you out there.
All right.
Tell us a little bit about, you got this team you kind of put together. You got this car right here. You got Marshall Schoonover in the 48M Masters Mini Dwarf. I believe this one's a sport. Is this a Masters or a Sportsman?
This is Sportsman.
Sportsman. Yeah. So tell me a little about the two cars you've got right now in your stable that are running here at Barona.
Yeah, so again, we have one Masters, one Sportsman. Again, it all started back with Marshall last year. He started out in Sportsman, worked his way up through the ranks. He got the car he got now. He has now, went out and ran a few races, won them. Really progressed with that car, you know. So it's been really cool to see him progress and really just expand and grow as a driver, you know.
And that car that he's got right now is a quick car.
It's a pretty fast car, yeah. We picked it up pretty quick, so.
For the viewers that will watch this, I mean, we just watched Marshall run a heat race,
Yeah.
and he just about put one car lap down and just about started to put the rest of the cars down. So I mean, it's pretty quick. Yeah. I see that it changes from week to week depending on track conditions, how well each one of these cars runs.
It really does.
And then this car right here, who's driving this in your stable?
So this is my little sister, Charlie Carty. She recently started racing last year. I think it was She started out at Del Mar in my old mini dwarf. So I had two mini dwarfs when I started racing. The one that Marshall drove, and then I got another one. That other car is what Chloe ran all year last year. Really just to see how she likes racing, how fast she'll pick it up, if she's willing to learn.
Looks like she's picking it up.
She's definitely picking it up, you know. So after last year, we were like, okay, well, I think she's ready for something new, you know. So that old car is actually up for sale. And we realized, well, let's see if we've seen the Victory Circles run. And we're like, well, let's see what Clay can do with a Victory Circle. She's picked it up so much in my old car. Let's try a different car, you know, see what she can do in that. So ever since then, she's really picked it up, put our setup in it, coached Chloe. Really, you know, the thing with drivers when you're really coaching a kid to get them up through the ranks and up to the top of the pack, it's really in their head. It's all mental, you know. You think like, oh, if I give my kid the best car, they're going to win, right? Although that's true, a driver can't drive a fast car if they can't drive it, if that makes sense, you know? So if you get their mindset the right way, where they want to go out and win, and they're going to do anything it takes to win.
Yeah.
That's really what it takes to win, you know?
Yeah, I've heard that expression before. You can put a really good driver in a fair car, and he'll still do well because he'll adapt to it.
Exactly.
But you can put somebody that can't drive in absolutely the best car, and it won't matter because they can't drive. So,
Exactly.
yeah, I think that follows racing in general and as a whole.
Definitely.
And so, when I seen you 2 weeks ago, you had, I think, 3 cars in your stable. Yes.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, so that third car was my old Junior Sprint that I ran last year. Again, I aged out of that car, so we hate to see it sit. So why not expand and just try helping the older generation, my generation, get into racing, you know? The kids 10 and older up able to run the Junior Sprints. That's helped them out, you know? Take what I've learned with my car to make it the best that I can make it and help build new racers around that car, you know.
And so, like I said, 2 weeks ago when I seen you out at the fair with your 3 cars in the stable, now we're back out here at Barona where we race every other weekend. And how many cars are you kind of working with right now?
Currently, our count is up to about 7 total. So we have our 2 mini dwarfs, we have our part-time Junior Sprint, a part-time Legend car that we help rent out, my Legend, my dwarf car, and so far that's about it. We have our 2 trophy carts as well that we run out at Glen Helen, and then in the winter we're hoping to have both our Legend cars and both our Bandoleros, which is our brand new addition to our fleet here. So we'll get those cars up and running and be able to run them out at Havasu.
Yeah, that'll be fun to watch. And so I see that this evening you got a car that you jumped in behind. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so this...
Welcome back, night number 2 of the Barona Speedway IMC Summer Shootout. We had to cut yesterday, but we're back on day 2. I'm back with Charlie Carty, and yesterday, Charlie, we were left off. I was just bringing up the car behind you. I understand that you got a ride in a sport compact. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so starting off with the whole thing, we're actually going to backtrack a little bit here, back to when I used to race mini dwarfs. My old friend Matthew Cagle and his dad Jason Cagle, me and my dad and Jason knew each other since high school and all that, so they've been friends all these years. They're actually the reason that we got into racing in the first place. And so coming into the IMCA Summer Shootout, they're not racing any dwarf cars, nothing. I've aged out of the kids' classes. Well, I don't want to sit around not racing, you know?
No, that's not any fun.
No, not at all. So, luckily, sort of, this weekend, Jason and Matthew, they both race in the Sport Compact Series out here every once in a while. Thankfully, I got the opportunity to run Jason's car because him and Matthew are out running go-karts out at K1 Circuit. So, they gave me the amazing ride in a Sport Compact to be able to run this weekend.
And I did watch last night, and you finished second, correct?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't catch the very end. I caught just the very end of it, but how far back were you from finishing first?
So I was leading, and we got to lap traffic, and there's 2 that were side by side, so there's nowhere to really go. That resulted in second place being able to catch me and get through me by lap traffic. I ended up going through the first pack of lap traffic back on the bumper first, and then we came up on more lap traffic, got unlucky with that, and eventually we had about a 1 second gap between us and the leader, so wasn't much that we could do. Definitely learned from yesterday going into today, though, so we'll see what we can do.
So tonight's night number 2 of the shootout. Do you know where you start yet in the lineup?
So far in the heat race, I'm starting 5th.
5th in the heat race, okay. And right now you're kind of in between rides, yeah?
A little bit, yeah. Whatever I can jump into, I jump into, see what I can do with it, just have fun, you know.
You think you're going to grab a full-time ride in something, like, jump in a hobby stock, or do you have any plans?
Long term, I'm looking to get in the Arkham Menard series. I got an opportunity by Jan's Racing and Jan Qualkenbush to be able to jump in a car. So we're still working out the fine details on that, and hopefully we'll be able to get a full-time ride next year. Another way that I'd like to go is possibly jump into an A-mod, or not an A-mod, but a modified full-time eventually.
Sport mod?
The other one, modified.
Modified, okay.
Yeah, eventually. So, yeah.
Got any rides that you're looking at right now?
Huh?
Do you have any rides that you're looking at right now?
Right now, not currently, except for the Arc Menards car. That's really the main focus to go into next. If it wasn't for that, it would probably be a Pro Late model. Go out, run at Kern, and have some fun on asphalt.
So where would that put you with like local racing here? Where would that put you with local racing here? Like, would you still be participating with the local racing here?
Yeah, definitely. Again, because we have Chloe and we have Marshall, we have all these kids that we're still backing and helping. As of now, I've missed a couple races coming out here. So big thanks to Ron Schoonover for being able to still make the kids happen. Because we'll have a weekend where I'm out racing the legend cars. And Ron's back over here at Barona making sure Chloe and Marshall still get to compete. No matter what, we'll still be out here. We plan to for a few more years, have some fun in the dwarf car. Eventually, we'd like to jump into a modified eventually. But yeah.
So the car that I see behind you that you're going to be racing tonight, is it just like a 1 week? Do you have any plans to race this in the future?
As of now, there's no plans to. If the opportunity arises again, I might jump in one just for some fun, But as of now, there's no set in stone plan quite yet.
That's pretty cool. They give you a call and you come out and jump in somebody else's car. That's when you know you're doing well, and people start calling you, asking you to drive their cars for them.
Definitely.
I'll leave off with this. Any sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to that help you get your cars and the other cars that are in your stable out to the track every week?
Yeah, of course. I got to thank my mom and dad for making this possible, making such an amazing dream happen ever since I was little. I got to thank 1904 Customs. I got to thank Jan Qualkenbush with Jan's Racing, Jan's Towing, Race Gas, Frozen Rotors, BA Mufflers, Dirties Industries, Chris Noons, David Capella. I think that's about it. Again, all the people behind the scenes, my mom and dad, Chris Noons, everybody else that I might have missed. And really just all of our supporters that help back us and support us and also help make this dream possible.
Right on. Good deal. Thanks for giving me some time to sit down and talk with you, Charlie. It's good hanging out with you at the fair 2 weeks ago and then catching up with you here at the races at Barona. I want to thank the good people at Barona Speedway for putting on a great show. Great place to come racing for all these kids and adults, of course. And with that, Charlie, I look forward to seeing you out there tonight. Keep it on you. Maybe hopefully you can get up there and get the big W tonight, huh?
I'll shoot for it.
All right. Thanks, Charlie.
Thank you for having me.
And be sure to tune in. Check out baronaspeedway.com for a local schedule here. Be sure to follow, like, and subscribe to our page. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And with that, we'll catch you on the next one.